Just don't knock my camera, dude. Oh, that's right. Doesn't work. Oh, I locked it. Hey, what's going on everyone? My name's Rex and today we're going to be talking about the 5 reasons in why you should buy a Toyota Camry, or 5 things that the Camry does really well. We're going to be talking about my 1998 Toyota Camry V6 Conquest model. I'm making this video simply because of the requests I had in the other video. So a lot of you guys said, oh, why don't you make a video on the good things that the Camry does instead of the bad things. So, and if you do want to see that video of the bad things, just click up there, one of the corners, not too sure which one. Definitely watch that video before you watch this one. So just before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to the 1,200 of you guys who are now subscribed to my channel. And I'm extremely grateful that there are that many guys and girls that are following me. Probably like 2% of girls. Anyway, so thank you so much. I've also got a new car, Toyota MR2, so I'll be making a lot more videos on that. So definitely subscribe if you're new, and if you want to watch more videos on that, definitely stay tuned because more videos will come on it.
In this top 5 countdown, down.
So we're going to be starting off with number 1. Check this out. The Camry has so much space, it's actually ridiculous. You can hold up to 5 people in there and maybe even 10 if you really wanted to squeeze a lot of people in there. So you can fit a shit ton of people in there. There's probably still going to be more room to put even your luggage. Oh, Lachlan, what are you doing in there?
I just fucking magically appeared.
So it's so big that Lachlan actually lives in my boot. He gives me around $100 a week for rent and he's got all of his luggage in there. So definitely a lot of space in this car. So there's so much room even that you could probably put a blow up mattress in here. Like I'm lying down, I'm about 6'2" and I've got plenty of room. Look at this. Oh, whew. But in all seriousness, this car does have a very good amount of space to store everything you'll need, including 5 people. So, moving on. So don't mind Lachlan in the background. As you can see, he's maintaining his car. That's something you don't have to do with a Toyota. So, unlike European cars, where as you can see, you're gonna have to be spending a lot of time maintaining them. Toyotas, on the other hand, you don't need to do anything to them. All you need to do is the regular oil service change, you know, look at the coolant levels every now and then, and you'll be on your way. Obviously, top her up with petrol, top her up with 98 if you're feeling generous. But yeah, that's point number 2. Very reliable. This car, the Toyota Camry, is extremely reliable. Nice car, dude. Nice.
Fucking hell.
So the only thing that I've actually had to do with my car is just replace the solenoids of the starter. That wasn't too much of a big job. My car's done 290,000 kilometers, mind you. And I've also had to do a gasket change on the rocker cover gaskets, which is not a big job. Well, actually it is a big job if you're not a mechanic. But that's obviously, there's some things you gotta change. But compared to a lot of other cars, it's not really that much. Toyota Camry, you're doing well there. So believe it or not, the Toyota Camry can actually keep up with Lachlan's BMW 330i. So you'd expect the 330i to completely thrash the Camry, but nope, the Camry actually keeps up quite well. Obviously, after my car shifted into the 2nd gear, which is honestly the longest and most sluggish gear in my car, because it's only a 4-speed automatic, unfortunately. Lachlan's car starts pulling ahead, then pulls ahead a bit further, and a bit further again, and then he gets even faster, but before that, the Camry's just on his tail. So if you do want some performance, then the Camry does have some. I'm sure with a little bit of weight reduction, removing the spare tire and the rear seats, Lachlan would definitely be having a run for his money. What are your thoughts, man? It's a pretty quick car, yeah?
It's not bad.
It's pretty quick.
It was a positive surprise that Rex is able to keep up in 1st gear. After that, no contest. I chop him.
So another great thing about the Camry is that because it's so cheap and because there's so many of them around, that parts for the Camry are super easy to find. Like I've got these 2 little things when the previous owner owned the car were missing. This piece here, this little piece was broken off, and they're just small little various things that I've replaced in the car that were very easy to find. And because this car is so cheap, I think you can pick one up for around 3,000 Australian dollars, probably even cheaper if you've got one with higher kilometers. Everything's just super easy to find and just super cheap. Like, just to show how common this car is, there is literally one right behind me, one right there in my rear vision mirror. I've also got a friend that has a Camry as well. So because they're everywhere, there are also a lot of tutorials and videos on replacing things, so it's not that difficult to replace or fix anything. So I've replaced pads, replaced sway bar links and all that kind of stuff, sway bars, and there were tutorials online that helped me with everything. So it's very easy to do things with this car. So if you're a teen like me and you want a car to work on that's pretty simple and that's reliable, then the Toyota Camry is the car for you. Gotta give her a clean, oh my god. So the next point is sleeper status. A lot of people don't realize that the Camry is actually quite a quick car, and because it just looks so, I don't know, it doesn't look aggressive enough. I think I complained about that in the other video. You can turn this point into a good point because people aren't going to expect it when you do beat them. So the Camry is actually quite a quick car for what it is. It definitely surprised Lachlan when I took him up against his 330i. And there is actually quite a lot of modding potential that can be done with this car. For example, the 1MZ FE has a TRD supercharger that you can get specifically made for this engine. It's pretty much a bolt-on kit. You obviously need to do a tune or something like that. Haven't really looked too much into it, but I think you can get something like an extra 30 wheel. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. With the right set of tires and with some weight reduction, this thing would go really quick. Definitely quicker than my MR2 over here, but that's for the next video. So especially the manual version of this car, which is a 5-speed manual, it actually does go very quick. I've actually sat in one and actually have driven it as well. So my friend Alex, he's a subscriber of my channel, actually brought the car over and we met at a spot and he let me drive the car and he showed me what it's like driving a completely stock manual version of the car. And it was great, it surprised me. It's really quick and it's very torquey. So if you're looking for that sleeper status, then the Camry is gonna be a great car for you. I don't know why I keep moving around. Having a Camry also helps with the cops because no cop is gonna pull over a Toyota Camry, let's be honest here. Even if you have some illegal modifications, I don't think they're gonna be checking underneath your bonnet because why check under a Camry? Anyway, so thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. More videos to come on the Toyota MR2, so definitely stay tuned. If you do want more videos on the Camry, just hit me up, tell me what you want, and I could possibly pump some more out. I'm not planning on selling the Camry yet, or at all. Still need to decide what happens with my financial situation because I'm running a bit dry. Got about $3 in my bank account right now, so gotta keep working it up. Anyway, thank you again. See you guys in the next one.